Bumps episode we thought it'd be a good idea to kind of show you the influences and the music we like, and maybe you can tell that in our album a little bit. So the first album I've chosen is Therapy, Suicide Pact You First. This probably isn't commercially the best Therapy album, but it's just a big wall of loud guitars, distortion.
So the first album is, I chose Cephas, Happy Go Loser. This is the first local band that I went to see when I was about 12 or 13, and I bought this CD and it was what really got me into music.
Okay, these are albums that influenced me in my playing for the band. My first choice is the Jam Sound Effects. It was recorded basically on the spot because they were doing a lot of touring at the time, and there's just loads of decent tunes on.
Next album I'm choosing is technically 3 albums. It's the Queen Greatest Hits box set. It's got some classic tunes on. They're a fantastic live band. The vocal harmonies are fantastic, and the drums are typically very 80s, but still pretty rocking.
My second album is Blink-182, Enema of the State. This was one of the first mainstream bands I started listening to, and I remember Craig, most of you don't know, well you might know, he's my brother, and I remember him bringing this home and playing it to me and basically forcing me into the music.
My second choice is the Temptations' Greatest Hits because I love the Motown sound. It just makes me sort of happy, and the Session Men deserve medals.
The next album I'm choosing might surprise you, but it's Machine Head, The Blackening. I'm really into like big riffs, and I used to love metal when I was younger, so I chose this. It's kind of like their newer album, but I think some of the choruses on it and some of the solos on it are just fantastic.
Green Day Warning was one of the first Green Day CDs I bought. I had it before Dookie, I think, and it was one of the first ones that got me into Green Day.
My third choice is Elvis Costello's My Aim Is True. All of Elvis Costello's stuff is pretty good, but this is a bit more raw and done on stiff records back in the 70s. And it's like a true representation of what he sounded like live.
The next album I've chosen, we actually all wanted to choose, but I won because I have a beard. And it's Reuben, Race Cars, Race Car Backwards. Reuben are actually another band from around these parts. And they were kind of like a band that got kind of big, and we were like looked up to them quite a lot, and they kind of showed us what a band from Aldershot could do and achieve. And it's just a fantastic first album. 16 tracks. They've just been quite a big inspiration to our band in general.
Reliant K are a band I've recently discovered. They're a Christian punk band from America, and I'm quite partial to the bit of pop punk, so I quite like that CD.
My fourth choice is XTC's Black Seas. They're one of the great bands Lost to Time. They're just got really interesting drums and guitars and bass and stuff.
And the last album I'm choosing is Jimmy Eat World, self-titled, but it's also known as Bleed American. It's just one of those albums I can put in my car. I can listen to the whole album without skipping a single track. I don't think they've done an album as good as this since. The vocal harmonies are fantastic. Just the whole thing works on so many different levels. A joy to listen to, really.
And my last CD is Biffy Clyro, Vertigo of Bliss, because Biffy are awesome, and this whole album I can listen to the whole way through, whatever mood I'm in. I love it. Mon the Biffy!
My fifth choice is Modest Mouse, We Were Dead Before the Ship Even Sank. It's like new, tasty.